Hey, what's up? It's Annika, and my oh my, welcome back to another budget video. Woo! It's been a few months. We took a little pause on the debt-free journey, and the debt-free journey is honestly it's been on the back burner and it's probably going to be on my back burner for a little bit, but I still have things in place that are contributing to my debt-free journey. I still got the monthly payments happening. Like, it's still happening over here. I just kind of fell off with sharing things. So I thought, what better time than now than to kind of share what's been happening again with another budget video. If you've kept up with my channel, you know you've seen that I post a lot of podcast episodes in relation to running. I'm training for the Dopey Challenge once again, the Run Disney Challenge here at Walt Disney World, and that's been my main kind of focus. But let's talk about budgeting, shall we? Oh my God, it's been a whirlwind. But let's talk about our October budget. Let's do it. Ready? Okay. So, we've got my October budget pulled up here. I use the free version of the EveryDollar budget app, and we are on this debt-free journey still. It is still happening, but the debt is still going down because I still have to make payments, but it's been incredibly hard to put anything extra towards any debt at all. So it's been a fun time. Anyway, let's do it. All right, October, even though we're already in October, it's okay. House, I've got my mortgage. That's $2,300. I've got energy. I put that at 210. I actually have to double check if it's really that high. I don't know that. I have to double check that. See, this is why we do this, because sometimes you got to go double check. Because I think it carried over from when I last tried to update all my things from July, and I haven't really been budgeting. I've just been living off vibes recently, and as we know, vibes don't pay off debt. So, but truthfully, I've been so burnt out from it, and it's been extremely hard, which I say this every time, which is why I've refinanced different my student loans in particular many times to force myself to be required to pay more to bring those numbers down, because I love spending money. There's nothing I love more than spending money. So we got to sometimes put these rules in place for ourselves. We got to know ourselves psychologically. Got my water, Wi-Fi. I have a lawn guy who does my grass because I do have a house, so everything it's on me. My pest control, that is like a quarterly payment, so that was due this month in October. That was $59, but I won't have to pay that again. But I always leave the line items in here to remind myself that like those payments will be coming, even if it's like a zero for this month. So like we see here, I've got my HOA quarterly fees. I don't pay anything this month. I already paid that in August, I think. Gas, I planned $200. Gas is still relatively cheap here in Florida, but I have been doing a lot of commuting. So this might go up, honestly. I need to go through and track and see how much because I already had to fill up my tank twice this week, which is more than usual. I usually stick to like once per week kind of deal, and then I can definitely stay under the 200, but we'll see. And then of course we've got toll payments in Florida, Orlando area, just so many tolls. I do have my car payment. I made the decision to take a car loan for my car because my old one that I had paid off was having so many issues, and I just didn't want to deal with it. And I absolutely love my car. So no regrets, to be honest. Just no regrets. Food. I've got groceries. I'm still sticking with HelloFresh. And while they are kind of pricey, it's what works for me the best, because I actually don't overspend when I do stick to HelloFresh. So I get my 4 meals a week. I think it's like $85 a week, and the 4 meals is 2 servings each, so that's actually 8 meals for me. And they're all balanced meals and it comes right to my door. So anything that I can make easier, I will make easier for me. Restaurants, it's a little bit higher. I do have a trip to California this month, and I will be eating out for every meal. So there's not much I can do about that. I wonder what that will actually end up being. I brought down the BarkBox subscription for cinnamon, and I think I actually canceled it, and I don't think I do have a payment for that this month because I took cinnamon off of it because she doesn't need any more toys, and like I can just get her treats separately. So I think I'm gonna actually double check that I don't have to pay anything for that this month, so that can go down to 0 hopefully. I do have an overnight oats subscription. I love the overnight oats for running and before my runs, so those are really great and they're so quick and easy. I also subscribe to the Element packets, which is kind of like a liquid IV, but I have those subscribed on Amazon, and I want to say that's probably how much I spend monthly, although I'm not going through them as much because I have been out of commission for running. If you don't know, I got injured, and so I'm actually not going through my overnight oats and my Element as quickly. So I think I'm probably going to start stockpiling it, and then I can maybe skip some deliveries in November probably. So we'll see about that. I I plan 0 for clothing always, and it never is 0. So yeah, we'll have to do a little bit of rearranging. But personally, like, your budget should be fluid. Like, you should be actually marking how much is really being spent and adjust accordingly so that you can move money where it's you go in under categories, move them to your categories where you go a little bit over, so that way you can forecast a little bit better for the future. I've got my phone. God, my phone payment is so high. It's so high. We've got Netflix, Spotify, iCloud. I canceled my Kindle Unlimited. That was either $9.99 or $15.99. It was one of those. I canceled that because I haven't been reading as much. So I'm like, okay, done with this. Adobe I still use. Peloton, I use the app, and I have the Bike Plus. So I use a subscription on that. I had my annual Ring payment for like my Ring security system. So I had to pay that this month, but I pay it for the year. Obviously, it's an annual payment, so I don't have to pay that monthly. I've got my iPad payment, which was so stupid. I actually don't know that I've included that in a budget video yet, but I do have my iPad on the interest-free like Apple Card payment plan, but that was just a really stupid purchase. Like, I can definitely look back and be like, I did not need to do that, and that was really stupid. But I also was very stupid in the fact that like I waited until outside of the return window to be able to go back to return it. So I'm just, you live and you learn. Yeah, I'm a flawed human. I make mistakes, and it is what it is. So now I still use it. I'm going to try and sell my old iPad, but we just haven't gotten there yet. So you live and you learn. Laser payment. I've been doing laser hair removal, and I actually don't think that that's a monthly payment. Is it a monthly payment? No, it is a monthly payment. But I have 0 regrets on that. I am absolutely in love with my laser hair removal situation. So that is worth every single penny to me. I pay my run coach every 3 months. So I already paid her in August. Oh, so that means I'll probably have to pay her. When did I pay her? I have to go double check. It might be the end of this month, or it might be November. So I gotta go double check that. I canceled Audible. I think that one was the one that was $15.99 a month. Because I really love audiobooks, and I hate, like, I know that there's like free resources such as like Libby that you can digitally borrow from your local library, but nothing is ever available. Like, everything is always on like a 16-week hold and waiting list or whatever. So I was just too frustrated, and I ended up getting Audible, and I loved listening to audiobooks, but I kind of fell off of that train, and so I just canceled it for now. Like I said, I am going to California. I we'll hopefully be able to rearrange some of this budget to like pay for some of it. So a lot of it's already paid for, and so that's why I kind of have it at zero right now. But yeah, we'll see what we do with that. I've got a 5K registration. That's $20 for this month, so I just put that there. I do have eyelash extensions, and that my fill for this month will probably be $75. And that's definitely a luxury expense and very like unnecessary for many other people, but I love it for my daily life. So that's something I'm going to pay for with my money. That's what I choose to do. I've got miscellaneous and running set aside here because your girl always has to buy stuff for running, new shoes, new whatever. But again, brought that down to zero because I already bought stuff, but it was technically last month, so it doesn't fall in October. I've got my miscellaneous category, which again, I think I'm going to have to adjust here and there. I've got my doctor visits and meds. Because of my knee injury, I had to go see specialists, and I had to pick up prescriptions, and I had to buy a stupid expensive knee brace. And I had to start physical therapy, which is costing me a small fortune. Like, I think it's actually going to cost me more than this because I had $110 for my first visit, and then it's $85 every visit after that. I wish I was joking. So, love that for me. Auto insurance. I think I'm going to call them. I'm with Geico right now, and $157, like, please. I need to call them and be like, can I pay less? Like... Or like shop around, because I know that's the best way to keep your car insurance rate low. But it's just, the fatigue, the phone call fatigue that I've had, and just the sheer amount of energy it takes to like do extra things. It's like I just don't have it right now. So yeah. The debt-free journey, like I said, it's very much been on the back burner because I have so many other things going on that also focusing on the debt-free journey is just too draining, and I can't do it. So there's that. We've got federal student loan payments happening again. So while that is my smallest loan, honestly, we've got that starting again. So that payment's going to be $121, and it is accruing interest again. So, boo. And then, of course, we've got my big mama, my private student loan of... Wait, this isn't right. Oh, crap. That isn't a right payment. It's like... Yeah, I think that's over $1,500. So... Yeah, I mean, so that wasn't the correct payment. So, as you can see, I'm like way over budget. And... that's something I'm going to have to figure out this month. Like, I have a little bit of savings, and I think there are certain things I can kind of rearrange, but that's the reality. That's my life. And I always want to be super honest on here, even though sometimes it might not be the most motivational, especially when I show going into more debt. But yeah. That's just my reality, and I love oversharing, hence why I do these. But I hope this gave you at least some help with maybe even structuring your own budget and just being realistic with yourself. But also to show you that it's okay if you need to take a few steps back sometimes. It's going to be okay. So I will be doing a debt payoff update video as well, because I actually went and looked. Because to be completely honest, I just haven't even been looking. Like, it's been too much for me to handle. And like I said, I have the things handling. I have all my auto payments scheduled. So it is still happening, but it's just obviously a lot slower than I want it to. But, that's life. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I promise I'm going to try and be better on posting more money updates and share when I can. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.